is right. It's time for you to play your game. 'Cause people are coming, everyone's trying to be the best that they can when they're going for gold.
Now let's welcome your host, Henry Kelly.
Thank you very much indeed, and in honour of the day that's in it, welcome to Going for Gold wherever you're watching us in Europe, and welcome to our studio audience here in London on a very special day, because at last, after 140 contestants, 5,000 questions, 23 weeks, and contestants from 15 different countries, today is the day of the final on Going for Gold, which is why I've taken the old suit out of the mothballs in honour of the occasion. If you are watching us already this week on days 1, 2 and 3, you know that 2 English contestants, Daphne Hudson and Paul Wallace, are into today's final with Peter Schmidt-Barr from Austria. So we're down to other contestants today. In a moment we'll get closer to the final, the quiz champion of Europe, and this prize.
Fly with us to Korea and share the excitement of witnessing world record achievements as athletes from all over the world gather in Seoul to once again compete for Olympic glory. While you're there, experience this exotic Asian country, its culture and its people. You'll have plenty of time to enjoy the Olympics and the opportunity of discovering this unique country at your leisure. A fabulous prize for the European quiz champion of Going for Gold.
Yes. And so this is it, stretching all the way back there to last autumn and up to the Christmas semi-finals and then the semi-finals that we had just there last week. We're at it. This is the day. Now already our 3 daily winners so far this week are into what I call the first round proper, and my don't I get teased about that, which means that our other 5 contestants who started the week with us, now one of them will go through to that first round. It's a beat the buzzer contest again, contestants, as you know, the contestants, 2 from Austria, 1 from Scotland, 1 from England and 1 from Wales. All of them have had good runs, very good runs in Going for Gold. And now the first one of them to get 2 points here will go into the first round for today's final. It's 1 point for each correct answer. So contestants, Peter, Richard, Sue, John and Michael, if you're ready, we'll go. What is our name? We are South American Indians who ruled an empire that extended... Scotland, Richard.
Aztecs.
Is not the correct answer. Austria, John Eriksson.
Incas.
The Incas is the correct answer. Well done. 1 point. 1 point so far for John. And I must remind you, contestants, wait until I've said either correct or incorrect before you hit those buzzers again. What am I? I am a muscular, powerfully built cat with a long body, short leg. Scotland.
Cheetah.
Is not the correct answer. The rest of the... Austria, John.
Tiger.
Pardon?
Tiger.
Is not the correct answer. I'll continue. England, Sue.
A lynx.
Is not the correct answer. That means Peter and Michael, the rest of the question is for you. I'll continue, buzz in when you think you know the answer. Short legs and a large head. My coat is short and pale yellow to dark brown. Michael.
Lion.
A lion is the correct answer. That gives you 1. So, hands on the buzzers again. Who am I? I am a silent film actor and director who created... Scotland, Richard.
Charlie Chaplin.
Is not the correct answer. Michael from Wales.
D.W. Griffith.
Pardon?
D.W. Griffith.
No, I'm sorry, that's not the correct answer either. Anybody else? I shall continue with the question. The classic deadpan character in conflict with mechanical monsters. My lifelong trademark was a never... Austria, John Eriksson.
Buster Keaton.
Is the correct answer, John. Well done indeed. Okay. Well... John Eriksson from Austria, who I think, in all honesty, to John Eriksson, had hardly said a word for the first 3 days this week. And when it counts, there he goes through to that first round. But before I go to the first round, my great thanks, and I'm sure a great round of applause, to Michael Jones from Wales, to Sue Balaam, Richard Leslie, and to Peter Call from Austria, Scotland and England. Thanks for being with us throughout the series on Going for Gold. Well played, all of you. Right. So the first round and the final is between Daphne Hudson from England, Paul Wallace from England, Peter Schmidt-Barr and John Eriksson, both from Austria. One way or another, this is between Austria and England. Let's find out who goes through the first round. So, final day on Going for Gold, as we said, indeed, at the very start, which is why we're in the good suit. And there are the 4 contestants who are into the first round proper, the very last first round in this series of Going for Gold. And they represent England, 2 English people, Daphne Hudson and Paul Wallace, and 2 from Austria, Peter Schmidt-Barr and John Eriksson. You know the rules. Let's get straight on as we wish you good luck, first of all, in today's contest, contestants. It's the Beat the Buzzer round. 3 of you will go through to the next round. The first 3 to score 6 points will so do. Questions in categories worth 1, 2 or 3 points, and we begin with a general knowledge question for 1 point. With what human organ do we associate a pacemaker? Paul.
The heart.
The heart is the correct answer. You're off the mark. Paul, you're off the mark. The category is geography. Select.
2, please.
A 2-point question on geography. In which country are the towns of Cork and Limerick? Paul.
Éire, Southern Ireland.
Éire, the Republic of Ireland, Southern Ireland. That is correct. That takes you to 3, Paul, and the category is rock and roll.
I'll try 3.
3 to double your score and go through to that next round. Produced by George Harrison, which other ex-Beatles' first solo single was, Paul?
Ringo Starr.
Is correct. It don't come easier in that first round. Well done. Well done. OK, nobody had a chance even to get to a buzzer while Paul was on such good form there, and he goes through to our next round. So, with the scores level for John, Peter and Daphne, general knowledge question for 1 point. With which field event are the styles Western Roll and... Daphne?
High jump.
High jump on the Fosbury flop. The category, Daphne, is famous women.
3, please.
3-point question on famous women. What nationality was the writer Karen Blixen? Daphne.
Danish.
Is the correct answer. Daphne, that takes you to 4. The category is wars. Select.
2, please.
2-point question on wars. What name is given to the brief war of June 1967, won by... Daphne.
6-Day War.
Is the correct answer, won by the Israelis. OK. Whew. Well, so Daphne and Paul representing England have gone through. Well, as now it's a fight between 2 Austrians, and they're side by side, so it's up to you, Peter and John. Here you go. General knowledge for 1 point. What do we call a polygon with 6 internal... Peter.
A hexagon.
Is the correct answer. Gets you off the mark. Peter, the category is famous Williams. Famous Williams.
Famous Williams.
Williams, yes.
Well, a 2.
A 2-point question. Which Italian composer wrote the opera William Tell? Peter.
Rossini.
Rossini did indeed. Peter, the category is the weather. Select.
A 3.
A 3-point question to double your score and put you in the next round. What term exactly describes the temperature at which water vapor begins to condense in the... John.
Boiling point.
Is not the correct answer. In the atmosphere. Peter. We're out of time. I wanted exactly the word dew point, and you didn't have it. So, general knowledge question for 1 point again. In which Asian country did the musical instrument called the sitar originate? Peter.
In India.
It did indeed. You're on to 4. Peter, the category is sport. Select.
A 2.
A 2-point question for a win for you. In play, how many players are there on an ice hockey team? Peter.
6.
Is correct, Peter. You've got there. Well done. Peter, off you go. Well, there you go. I know we've had so much fun and enjoyment, and it's been a delight to meet John Eriksson. He takes it fatalistically. There he was, not doing so well for 3 days, then suddenly in when it mattered, and then, John, it just wasn't your day. John Eriksson from Austria, thank you very much indeed for being with us and Going for Gold. Great contestant. Thank you. And it's still a battle between England and Austria, because it's Peter Schmidt-Barr from Austria, Paul Wallace and Daphne Hudson from England. They're now ready to play 4 in a row.